What's up, peeps? Happy New Year. Coach Kev here. This is the Coach Kev Theory on Delphi Part 3. The stage is set. Well, almost. We left off on the last episode where Bridge Guy and both girls had crossed the creek. One girl, who I believe to be Abby, because of her injuries suffered before, could not traverse the steep ascent of the bank. So Bridge Guy and Liberty both helped pull Abby up. As soon as Abby got up to the top of the bank, Bridge Guy began his attack on Liberty. Liberty did fight like hell. Her sweatshirt was ripped off during this. A very, very short chase probably ensued, and Bridge Guy was able to strike the final blow, the fatal blow to her. This would explain the blood on her hands as she reaches, as any human being would after being struck there. At this point, things are setting in for Bridge Guy. He has to clean up a little bit. I believe he has a lot of Liberty's blood on him. So he heads down to the creek. I don't believe that this is what Bridge Guy had planned. A kidnapping, something else, some kind of assault, some kind of meetup, but not this. So now he begins to panic. He begins to look around. He starts to use things to wipe track marks off, maybe drag marks off. I believe he uses sticks and leaves to cover the girls' bodies, to hide them from sight, to hide them from people that might be coming. In a previous video, I showed you guys how leaves can block the thermal imaging cameras and the drones that were used that night. I don't think the scene was staged to deceive. I think he was trying to cover bodies, and no one saw any oddness there that day. It's hard for me to believe that theory. I think Bridge Guy's interrupted. Voices, could be Derek, could be somebody looking for the girls. Something spooked him. In another video, I'm going to have another theory about who may have spooked him. Something I haven't heard anyone say yet. At this point, he's interrupted in what I believe is covering the bodies for whatever purpose. So he begins to leave the scene. He thinks, I have to get out of here, not thinking in a clear mind. I actually think that he makes a quick cross back across the creek. And I'm going to show you here the path that I think that he took in the reasoning for crossing and the reasoning for coming back. He was able to stay in the wood line most of the way till he was able to get back to wherever he was going from. I think as Bridge Guy begins his escape, he stops in a neighbor's property, crossing back over the creek initially. He leaves some evidence there, something important, something that he's going to go back for later. He thinks it's that important. I think he alters his appearance. He drops the scarf, which is before 2020. Remember, those weren't all the rage. Maybe takes a coat off, something. And he's able to stay in the wood line almost all the way till he gets to his vehicle. I think that's how he makes his escape. Stay tuned for the rest, peeps.
Like a lot of dreams. There's a monster at the end